This is why Mauricio Pochettino should deserve a second chance. I went to look at how good his tenure at Chelsea was. And before I start, could you like, comment, share, subscribe? Let me know a comment down below. How good do you think he actually did at Chelsea? Let's first set the scene. Just before he entered Chelsea Football Club. The season before was 2022 to 2023 season. At Chelsea, we broke all the wrong records. We had a tally of 44 points. It was our lowest ever in the Premier League season. We finished 12th in the league. That was the lowest ever in a 38-game season. We had 11 wins in the whole Premier League season. We had a whole 16 losses, which was the highest ever in a Premier League season. That season was very, very turbulent. And we had Graham Potter in, we had Frank Lampard near the end. It was just a crazy, crazy mess. And I guess the bar for improvement was very, very low for Mauricio Pochettino in his first season. But that's how bad we did. But he actually steadied the ship. And he actually got us a massive 63 points. That's a whole, 19 points above what we had last season. And our team was in a whole mess. We had Blueco adding lots of young players, random players, and this is Blueco, their first ever transfer window. They were experimenting, and we still had some of Roman Abramovich's players, and it was really, really weird what was going on at Chelsea. I mean, we had so much players at the time, I remember. I think they were joking about, we had like 70 players. Raheem Sterling, I think he said he was outside the change room. There was no space in the change room, which is absolutely crazy. And Mauricio Pochettino came in and he finished just 5 points off the top 4. In the season before, with Graham Potter and Lampard, we reached 44 points. We're 8 points off 10th place. And a whole 27 points off 4th place Newcastle. That's absolutely crazy. You know how bad we were that season. And Chelsea that season, we scored just 38 goals across the whole season. That's literally 1 goal every Premier League game. That's literally relegation goal scoring form. To put that into context, that season, Leicester and Leeds, they both got relegated, literally outscored us. 51 goals and 48 goals. We literally got outscored by relegation threatened team. Not even relegation threatened, they got relegated that season. We were that bad on Potter and Lampard. Pochettino saved us crazy. And what he did was the next season, we literally more than doubled our goal output. We scored 77 goals. The only teams who outscored us were Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City and Newcastle. You know how big of a jump that is? Yes, we conceded a bit more. We did have our flaws. We were work in progress. But considering we have the second youngest average starting 11 in the Premier League, just behind Burnley, Pochettino, I feel like he did a successful job. What he did, he got us European football, 6th place, which meant Conference League football. Would have been Europa League if Manchester United didn't win the FA Cup. We got to the Carabao Cup final. We lost to Liverpool, like we always do. We got the FA Cup semi-final, and on another day, we would have beat them. If you actually remember that match, Man City weren't playing like Man City. Chelsea were actually pretty good. We were kind of on top of them. And if Jackson had just scored, someone else had just scored, we could have been going to the FA Cup final. And in another universe, it could have been Chelsea and a Coventry City FA Cup final. Then in Manchester Derby, the FA Cup final. And we got 6 points, 63 points. And the main best thing that I felt from Pochettino, we could see, was you could see shades of what he was starting to do, what he actually did at Spurs, and he started to do that at Chelsea. He improved so much young players. Like, for example, Malo Gusto. His best season was under Pochettino. Maybe he's only worsened because of the tactical system under Mauricio and I guess Rosenior. But he was so good. He was literally the best backup right back in the league. Hands down. Who else? Nicolas Jackson, Cole Palmer. Jackson, first season, he came into the Premier League as a left winger. He played up front. He literally scored, what, about 14, 15 Premier League goals? That's crazy. From someone who just came in from La Liga, another league, a left winger, he came in, he scored 14 goals in about 35 Premier League games, and he got 5 assists. Cole Palmer, he made him absolutely unstoppable. His best season, our cold guy, Cole Palmer, 34 games, 22 goals, 11 assists. I don't even remember him getting a goal assist every single game. I averaged about. He scored hat-tricks. He scored 4 goals, I'm pretty sure. He was absolutely phenomenal. And ever since then, I'm going to have to say he hasn't lived up to them. And it was that same season where he scored in the Euros final against Spain. I mean, Cole Palmer, genuinely, he would have been how good Dele Alli was. Probably even better. And I feel like if we still had Pochettino, considering he finished 6th place with a bad Robert Sanchez, with a defense where only Thiago Silva was really playing and Reece James was injured, I feel like we would have been better than where we were right now. We are literally regressing. I mean, Chelsea right now, we're in 6th place on about 48 points. The highest total we can get this season is 69 points, so we're not going to get that. I feel like we're going to have a worse season than that season under Pochettino. We've regressed over what, 2 years, 3 years? It's absolutely embarrassing. It just shows how good Pochettino was. That squad was so bad. Genuinely, it was so bad. It was so disfigured. There was no harmony, no nothing. And he somehow got all the players together. He put out his lineup. He won matches. We actually kind of performed in the big games against Man City, against Manchester United. You could see a bit of old Chelsea in there. And then what Bluco did is, their Chelsea's biggest enemy, is they went on to sack him. And I guess he might have left himself, or they might have sacked him. It was definitely due to transfers, something like that. But he was the best manager we could have had at that time, and I feel like still now. If we had Pochettino now, I'm telling you, we might have won something. I don't think, if he had stayed there, I don't think we would have won the Club World Cup. But we definitely would have won the Conference League. That's something I don't think Rosenior could do. I think if we still had him now, we'd be one of the top 3, alongside Villa or Man United. I feel like if we had kept Pochettino, we would have done incredible things. But alas, he's been sacked. And he's now managing USA in the World Cup. And I just want to say, if we still had Pochettino, I mean, we would have been playing Champions League football on the regular. And maybe he could have done what he did at Spurs, where he got them to a Champions League final, where he made Harry Kane, where he made Dele Alli. And defense, that surely would have picked up. Slowly, but it would have picked up. And so what do you guys think? Do you think he deserves a second chance? I'm saying right now, looking at the managers that probably would want Chelsea and who we could get, I think Pochettino is our best option. Does he deserve a second chance? I think definitely yes. He could get us back into the top 4, back into the top 3. So what do you guys think? Do you think Pochettino should come back? Could you like, comment, share, subscribe? Let me know what you think about Pochettino. Do you think we should have kept him, sacked him, whatever? Thank you for watching.